Let's see if it drops free. It does. No complaints here. I think it's a great little product, and you know, why not have extra rounds in your mag when you can? Very reliable. God, I love shooting this thing. It's so much fun. So, Nic Taylor, the mag guts. I love it. Even though that. Hey everybody. Welcome back to the farm on this pretty brisk day. It's about 45 degrees outside. And of course, you know, it's always overcast, it seems like this time of year. The sun never really comes out, at least when the camera's on. But anyways, we're here to take a look at the Nic Taylor 15+1 for magazine guts for the, this is technically a Walther, but it's basically the Colt Rail Gun right here in 22 long rifle. These mag guts right here give you an extra 3 rounds for me. Some people behind enemy lines, as Mr. Guns and Gear likes to say, with 10 round mags. These mag guts should still work. It does say on Nic Taylor's website, which is it's Taylor-Tactical-Supply. And on that website, I think these, you know, in the description, it does say that this works for the 10 round mag as well as the 12 round mag. I do have a 12 round mag in here. This is just a factory mag. And I'm going to show you all that this Colt Rail Gun right here is actually working just fine with the factory mag before we jump into the Nic Taylor. But just real quick, it does have a suppressor on it, the Odin Works Nav 22, with only 3 baffles. That's about the halfway length or halfway configuration or whatever. It comes with 6 baffles. Right now I just have 3, but it's still definitely hearing safe, so I'm not going to be wearing ears. But we're also going to be shooting some Remington Thunderbolt, my favorite stuff, and it still is subsonic out of I believe this is a 5-inch barrel. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get the shooting real quick. Again, 12 rounds of Remington Thunderbolt in the factory mag, and we are at 12 yards. I'm also not exactly sure where this is hitting because I just put the suppressor on, so I'm going to see where the point of impact is. Pretty good, actually. I was aiming a little bit higher, but yeah, I mean, windage wise, that's really good. All right. Yeah, it's definitely a very reliable and accurate gun. So let's go and switch over to this Nic Taylor. So this is going to be a 15 round mag. So for me, basically, it's an extra 3 rounds. For, you know, people with 10 round mags, it's an extra 5 rounds. So that's quite significant. I just realized, if you're in a commie state that only allows 10 rounds, I don't know, maybe sometimes people just get the 10 round mag instead of the 12 round, even if they're not in the place like California, New Jersey, New York. Places that I would never live, at least not with these current gun laws. Ooh, I just sent the slide home. One thing I did realize is that the magazine tension is really high when you have this fully loaded with 15 rounds. Let me try that again. There we go. So just stripping off that first round is a little tough. I'll also show you, it's kind of hard to insert into the mag. So we'll go over that in a sec, but let's see how this operates. %. Let's see if it drops free. It does. So one thing that I noticed is that when you have it fully loaded with 15 rounds, and I'll show you guys this here in one sec. I think it kind of swells the mag a bit, so it's kind of hard actually to insert the mag, as well as it will not drop free, but we'll take a look at that one sec. So let me go load it back up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so excuse me. So you can see this is the factory mag right here, and with 12 rounds in it, it drops free just fine. Obviously, chambering is just fine too. I'll show you in one sec, but or at least you saw it from the first mag that I just shot. But anyways, this right here is the 15 round Nic Taylor mag, and first of all, it went in pretty good that time, but yeah, like that right there. Sometimes I kind of get it a little hung up and it doesn't really quite go in, so I have to really slam it in there to where it locks up. But actually just dropped free that time. Let me see. Yeah, so now it's dropping free. Maybe it kind of worked itself out. Earlier before, I was just noticing that with a full mag, and actually it's going in just fine now. Maybe it just kind of worked itself out just then actually. But before, I just noticed that. Yeah, so there you go. It wasn't as easy to, it's not fully seated until you really slam it in there. But it is dropping free. So forget what I was saying earlier about dropping free. It's doing just fine. All right. And I do want to show y'all too. This is actually everything that I took out of the original factory mag. So it replaces the follower, the base plate, the spring, and then I don't know if you guys can really see, but there is a tiny little like loading assist button, this thing right here, that you do have to take out because otherwise if you put it in, they put a little hole actually in their follower, but it won't allow it to the follower to ride up all the way to the top of the slide, or the top of the magazine. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So loading the Nic Taylor mag is a little bit more difficult just because you do have to take out that load assist button. Oh, it's chilly out here. Okay, so yeah, let me just shoot off some more rounds here. Let's see if this will actually chamber okay. Again, with fully loaded with 15 rounds, it has a really high spring tension with that first round. So it did it, but you can see it kind of had a little hiccup there. So we'll see though. So far, it's been very reliable. Let's see how it is this time. No complaints here. Drops free. Load up that factory mag. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's just the slide release right there. There we go. Okay. Should probably slingshot, this every time instead of using the slide release. It's definitely not good, I guess, on this kind of a gun because these slides are made out of a very soft metal compared to an actual 1911. Whoop. Just didn't lock back on the last round. This thing's accurate. I was nailing that little target pretty easily from 12 yards away. And the really cool thing too, as well, whatever. English is hard when it's 45 degrees. These sights, they're not the best sights in the world, but they're plenty high enough. And they actually were 3 white dots, but I put a little orange on that front one, so it's a little bit better contrast, and yeah, I can see those sights just fine over this can. So shooting this thing suppressed is really fun. All right, gosh, I shoot through 2 mags already. Let me go load it back up. All right, let's do one more mag, but first let's just talk about some pros and cons. So pros, obviously you get an extra 5 rounds in here. If you got the 10 round mag, if you got the 12, then next 3 rounds, but still 15 rounds in a 22, 1911 22 is pretty nice to have. What else? It seems to be very reliable. I'm just putting Remington Thunderbolt through it, but that's always a pretty good test round. It's bulk stuff, it's cheap, it's dirty. It's also, higher velocity than like standard velocity, so around 12, 150-ish feet per second out of a rifle length barrel. I do notice that it definitely stays subsonic out of this 5-inch barrel here. So it just seems, especially with it being higher velocity, that it operates a slide just fine. The cost is very good as well. I think it's like $15-ish, something like that, with I forgot what shipping is, but anyways, I actually placed a big order with Taylor Tactical Supply and just threw this in there thinking, I might as well try it. And since it's working out pretty good, I think I'm going to order another one so I can have one for the other mag, which I left over there. But I think that's about it for pros. I mean, it's good. I would recommend it already. Just go out and get it. So cons, though, obviously you do lose your load assist, so loading this mag is a little tougher, especially getting that 15th round in there is pretty tough. Obviously, when I was showing you guys, it's working just fine now, and it's dropping free, but before it was kind of tough to slam the mag home without really whacking it, but it seems like it's working just fine. If you are loaded up with 15 rounds, keep in mind that you might have to sort of assist your gun in going home the slide. You can see it went home very slowly. That magazine spring tension might loosen up a bit over time because it's pretty new. These are the first few mags I've shot with the mag guts. But yeah, not too many cons at all. I really like it. I think it's a great little product, and why not have extra rounds in your mag when you can? Very reliable, and this gun's very accurate. It's very nice. Okay, let me just for fun, I'm gonna load up one more mag, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so let's go ahead and finish off the video real quick with. We're gonna start here with the factory mag, and then I'm gonna do hopefully a quick tactical reload, and finish the video off with that factory mag, the Nic Taylor mag. So, yep. There goes nothing. Oh no! It was all going so well. So look at that right there. Like I was saying, the spring tension's pretty high. Maybe if you use this, you might just want to do 14 rounds instead of the full 15. But where'd that go? Found it. So kind of squished the case a bit there too. I'm gonna try and load this back in real quick. Try and do that one more time here. So I did the reload, putting a new magazine in. Did it again. Look at that. Man, Nic Taylor. Everything was going so well. All right, let's see. I'll just go and put that aside for a sec. Let's go and see if it does it with 14 rounds. Nope. So that might be the case. I bet over time the spring might loosen up a bit, and won't have so much spring tension to where your last round or your first round is going to pop out like that. I love shooting this thing. It's so much fun. So, Nic Taylor, the mag guts, I love it. Even though that first round's kind of giving me some issues, I still recommend it. This is already getting extremely dirty. I don't know if y'all can see that, but especially with having a can on, I think that it's just increasing the amount of back pressure and carbon that's coming back into the action. So, but it seems to be working just fine. Locks open on the last round just fine. So, no complaints here. I guess that's going to do it. So, there's not too much else to say. I guess, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.